Hey everybody, Ed here. Some of you may know of me as Voltas or possibly Voltaria. Maybe you don't even know me, but that's okay. I'm putting out this message today on Father's Day for a reason. I think it's a good time to put it out. I've been thinking about it and doing a lot of work related to it, and I think it's about time to publish it. And I apologize for being all sweaty here. I just ran 5K in preparation for a half marathon that I'll be doing next weekend. Which is kind of hard because I was out in Anaheim last weekend and caught a little bug. I'm not sure if it was the traveling or whatever. So I've had a virus all last week, and I haven't really been able to run to train. But we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to keep on working on it, and that's kind of related to what I want to talk about. Starting off with, just to give you a little background on me. What was it? 3 years ago, June 4th, my father passed away after being in the hospital for about 2 years on various forms of life support. And the reason why he was in the hospital was because he just refused to take care of himself. When he was 39 years old, which is actually, I hate to admit it, my age. I am 39 years old as of today. He had his first stroke. And then from there on, struggled with high blood pressure, a variety of different issues that he struggled through. But the biggest problem that he had was he was unwilling to do the things necessary in order to live a healthy life. And after many years of struggling with bad health, he ended up in the hospital, and then he passed away, like I said, 3 years ago, just this month. And then I will be celebrating my 40th birthday on the 26th of June. So this being Father's Day, all that happening, 3 years, I figured this would be a good time to put out this message. And why I am putting this message out is because since my father passed away, I decided to change my life. I realized that I was on the exact same track that he was. I was living unhealthy. I work with computers, IT. Some of you may know me from our video gaming background. And, you know, we all sit inside a lot. So I had to figure out a different way to live that actually incorporated some healthy behaviors. So I cut out some things immediately and worked hard. And eventually I got rid of a 2-pack a day, well, 1 to 2 pack a day habit of smoking cigarettes. And that was about a year and a half ago. And then from there forward, some of my friends convinced me to start running. And yeah, I know, running. I've never run. I think I ran in high school. I ran sprints because you were done with it in a few seconds. I started running, and it started feeling better, and eventually I got into a situation where I got a big ask. I got asked to not only run, but to run for a purpose, and I couldn't pass that up, and that's why I'm talking to you guys today. Is I've spent a great amount of effort trying to improve myself, but I've found that through that I can actually help other people. So this message is twofold, actually. I'm going to ask you for some help in this, and I'm also going to hopefully inspire you, let you understand that you can change lifelong habits. You know, I'm not getting any younger. I've been able to change a lot of things about my life, and I'm proud to say I just ran 5K, and it wasn't a big deal, even though I had the flu last week. And then I'll be running a half marathon this coming weekend, and then finally in October, I'll be running for the first time. And no, I ran my first 5K like 3 months ago, pardon me. But I'll be running my first full marathon in Chicago in October, I think October 7th. And I'm diligently training for that in between running around and doing my personal things, as well as I have a daytime job. And you may ask why I'm doing that. Well, first of all, let me show you the shirt I'm going to be wearing during that marathon. And it's this shirt right here. Even though I want to wear my MLG shirt, I'm going to go ahead and wear this shirt right here. And this is Team World Vision. And on the back it says, I care and so I run. And the reason why I'm running is probably all of you know that something like as easy as drinking water, which by the way I really am going to drink this because I really do need it, is kind of a rarity in certain parts of the world. More specifically in Kenya. And Team World Vision does a lot of things, a lot of missionary work, a lot of lot of stuff around the globe, but one of the things that I'm specifically focusing on is being able to dig fresh water wells in Kenya. And I'll put a link to the website. I'll put a bunch of stuff down below so that you can investigate further. But basically, we got a situation where many of the people just dig up water from muddy holes. I mean, kids grew up with water that looks like coffee. If you show them water like this, they won't understand it. They won't even understand how you can see through it. And that's what Team World Vision is doing. They're actually digging these wells and they're putting them in so that people can pump their own water rather than walk 15 miles to get water and then bring it back to the village. So basically how this works is that I've signed up for it with my team, and I'll post a link on this YouTube video where you can click on it and you go through the process of setting up a donation account or whatever, and then you can go ahead and donate whatever you want. Basically, whatever you can give is going to be helpful. It's going to go directly to this funding and directly to World Vision. I never even see it, so you don't have to worry about it. And the cool thing is with as little as $20,000, and I know that sounds like a lot to you, but considering all, $20,000 can save, I think, upwards of, and correct me if I'm wrong, 600 to 800 people. That's a lot of people, and to be involved in something that big is great, and I look forward to it. So I guess what I'm asking is if you want to support me in my healthy lifestyle, support the Kenyans and the Pokot tribe in digging wells for water, you can go ahead and click on the link below. And another thing I thought of, especially since we have this larger community, and I've seen Reddit donate mass amounts of money to certain sponsorship. And I know I'm not anybody like some of the big people in the community, but I'd like to put out a challenge to the community, as well as maybe even some of the sponsorship in the esports realm. For $20,000, we can save 600 to 800 people, and we can say we did that. And I'll even go through the effort. I'll make my promise of going through the effort and actually investigating and looking at and finding where that well is that our community put together. If I have the opportunity, and this is all hearsay right now, if I have the opportunity, I'll make sure to visit that well and bring back notices to you guys. So if we can find a way to rally up around that. Heck, I don't know if some of you know me, but I've got all kinds of ridiculous tattoos on my body. Some of you guys may have seen some of my video game tattoos. So another thing I thought of is if there's any large sponsors or any large groups of people that actually want to have their emblem on an individual running 26.2 miles through the city of Chicago, I'd be willing to tattoo that emblem on my body. Now, you're saying, that's ridiculous, Ed. But you know what I learned? I learned that, tattoos are permanent, but our lives are very temporary. And if I could go through my life with a ridiculous tattoo on my body, knowing that it resulted directly in 600 to 800 people being able to have fresh drinking water, let's do it. I'm on it. So that's just another challenge out there. I'm not sure if somebody wants to step up to me with matching funds or help me organize this, I'd be willing to do whatever it takes. The event's in October. And I need your donations. I need your support. I appreciate you guys for everything you've done, and hope to see you around, whether it's at another event or anywhere else. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.